Yeah.
Are they selling Kate Rich's house though? I thought
And
everyone's
I don't
son
know her
was living
son, oh, he is?
there. I was pretty sure.
It was supposed to be given to Kirby.
Yeah.
I don't know if did he move back?
I'm pretty sure we deeded that to him.
Oh, they have, okay, I didn't know, he was
I
always.
didn't know if he was just like, working on it to turn around and sell it.
It could be.
I don't know.
Do you know?
No,
No, okay.
I know,
We're just talking about
I know
some of
she's
the nice
gone.
houses in Denver.
maybe she's not going, I don't know.
Yeah, she's,
Yeah, she's going, good job.
She used to be my teacher years.
Oh,
She
yeah.
was everybody's teacher.
That is correct, yes, yes.
And
yes.
she was, well, she wasn't bad as street, but
Oh,
I'm
Meyer.
I'm a survivor of street.
you are too, and Meyer, they were both.
fourth grade,
Streets.
everybody.
Oh my God, I had a stomach ache for 305 days. I was like, oh, yeah, scary.
Looks like your grass game looked pretty good.
It looks like it from a distance, but if you walk out there.
Yeah, I did walk out there, it's pretty spotty, but it's better than mud. It's better than mud.
Just got some wind, and then you're like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's
I was
great.
talking with Aaron about the plan going forward, because originally we were thinking we'd have to probably kill all that off and then put the grass down, but I think we're gonna just integrate grass seed in with
With
it,
it, yeah, I
with
think
it for a
that.
little
I
while.
think it always
And then,
does look kind of sparsy, doesn't it, to start?
this start, this
Yeah.
spring,
Did you
yeah.
did you see Hillary Walsh's picture on Saturday morning? She said soccer is so fun, and she had a coat and a hat, and, I mean, a scarf.
Because it
Her eyes
poured.
were this big. She was
I was,
crazy.
I was right beside her, so.
It was so
yeah,
what was it,
yeah.
like 50 degrees out?
Pouring
By the
straight
time
down.
Adrian played, it wasn't
Yeah,
bad.
Dave
Yeah.
said it's only if it lightens,
Yeah.
then we don't play.
It's
but
been really windy.
Everything else they play in, and they
It's
did.
been crazy.
You were there too.
Yes,
Yeah.
we were.
Yes,
I
yes.
think every year they have one weekend, they're playing on snowflakes.
Well, this Saturday doesn't sound very good
Yeah,
either.
this one doesn't sound good either.
It's 5 o'clock, so I'd like to call the meeting to order. If we stand for the pledge, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call. Bonnie. Here. Steve.
Here.
Terry.
Here,
Mike.
Here.
Marcus.
Here.
And I'm going to now read a statement, before we do the consent agenda. Before we approve the consent agenda, I need to pull one item for separate consideration. As we discussed earlier, Council Member Mike Johnson has a conflict of interest related to the wastewater project because his business, Holstein Electric, is serving as a subcontractor on this project. The consent agenda includes a claim to King Contracting LLC in the amount of $126,774.72 for the wastewater improvement project. Because Council Member Johnson's company is a subcontractor on this project, we need to remove this claim from the consent agenda and vote on it separately. So we will approve the consent agenda minus the King contracting claim. Council Member Johnson will leave the room. We will have a separate motion to approve the King contracting claim for $126,774.72. And after we vote on that claim, Councilmember Johnson may return to the meeting. So is there a motion to approve the consent agenda excluding the King Contracting LLC claim in the amount of $126,774.72?
I have a couple questions on the ISG bills. With the park, we have, this was approved before I was on the board. You said for $15,000 that this was, and from what I understand, this is a wishful thinking deal, correct? but we're going ahead and we're gonna spend, is that what you plan on spending? $15,000 on a wishful dream is,
Well, it's a master plan of improvements we'd like to see happen at the park.
Down
Whether we can do them,
now, right now.
so we have to spend $15,000 to do that?
well, we use the engineers to do the master plan, so.
We can't come up with some plan of our own to save 15,000? To me, it just sounds ridiculous. Spend $15,000 on a plan. That'd be a different story if we had the money and we could do it. But this may never happen.
Well, it may.
Well, it
I
may
mean,
not
I
either.
mean, it's a master plan of all the things that we,
And basically, the
Would like to
plan
do the
starts
park.
with just making
the
that
plan.
area
Mhm,
usable.
yeah,
Right, and then you're throwing in where that building fell down.
hard road slot,
Hard road
that hard road
slot.
slot.
That's in the master plan too?
That was
That's
a
not
separate
in
one.
there.
That
That's
was
a separate thing?
That's a separate thing.
And
That's
that
a
plan's
separate-
completed.
Mhm.
The
And what
park-
was the cost on that, to have them do that?
Gosh,
So is that wishful thinking too?
Well, HBA, the Betterment Group, had a plan of making it into a farmer's market area, use it at Kinderfest, that type of thing. And so we basically went forward with a design to do that. Now, whether it'll happen, I don't know. But, we
See, I
use the
think we-
engineers to, look at the water drainage, the digging up of the ground, the work that has to go in.
I think
So-
we'd be better off spending our money trying to get somebody to build a business there, put it back on the tax roll.
Well, and that's
you know,
certainly
and,
maybe
driving
the
by,
outcome, yeah.
I went to Sioux City today, which I do a lot. but
Sure.
Driving by Correctionville,
Mhm.
they seem to be, that new addition that they're putting out there,
Mhm,
they're building 4 new buildings out there.
mhm.
We got a new addition out here that, from what I understand, the Fredericksons are charging, no one wants to buy the land because it's so expensive.
No, and I think you brought that up before, and I'm not against, kind of looking into that a little bit more.
I think we should,
Because I
and
think
if-
development we thought would be happening, and it hasn't, so it might be worth a conversation, with them. Open that up and say, what has to happen to
Well,
get
either that or
going here.
we need to start raising taxes out there or something. So,
Yeah,
because it's farmland to them, and it's cheap farmland.
I know,
taxes.
I know. And I think a lot of that was before we got on as well, but I think
Yeah.
Right,
the
right,
thought
but,
was
I
that
mean-
all that would be developed, maybe by now, and it's not, and so.
But
you know.
I think we got it,
Can I interject on the park thing?
Sure.
The tennis courts definitely need addressed, and so I think the whole going forward with the plan was, we've uncovered in the last 2.5 years that I've been here, a lot of things that have just been band-aided or tried to done on the sly, and if they maybe had some engineering behind it, could have saved us some money now. So that was kind of the plan with the park, was this needs done. Let's
I
get a
disagree
grand,
with
let's
that.
get a grand plan of the park, for 20 years down the road, 30 years down the road, kind of what we would like to see. And so that's why it was kind of incorporated with the whole thing. But those tennis courts need to be addressed at some point, and
they are. They are being addressed.
it's a Band-Aid.
But to do it, I don't know what you call a ban, you're just covering it, we've been doing that for years. But to do it, to tear it all out and redo it, that seems, in 20 years from now, the pickleball courts will be obsolete.
Maybe.
It'll be something else, it's just like they had, used to have with the throwing, horseshoe throwing deal out there. Well, that's gone now,
Mhm.
So, That's what I'm saying, if it was something we were doing now, but 20 years, things change. Everybody's got different ideas on different things, but I'm just bringing it up.
No, that's, you know, and I
I think
understand
there's
your
better
thought.
money to be, if we're gonna spend $15,000, let's do something with it at the park.
Well,
Just because you got an engineering degree doesn't mean you know everything.
But it's a strategic plan. I mean, I think, sometimes I think we're kind of whack-a-mole in things. It's almost like the streets. It's like, oh, there's a bad street, let's patch that one. And really, is that the best plan, you know, which we're spending some money on a street plan and the sewer plan. And then you can work your plan according to what you can do. But
but
I think
sometimes
it's
you have to have somebody that
helpful.
designs that plan. And
Yeah.
I'm not
Right,
an-
and
I'm not an
we do have
engineer.
a street project on here that the bending, well, the pavement of
Yeah.
something.
The pavement management plan.
mhm.
That makes sense to me, but, because that's something that we're gonna continue using, pick a street out, do something with. But to do what an engineer, I've worked with engineers all my life. They'll pick the most, and you've probably seen the team, they'll pick just like the addition or remodel the rec center. We're gonna spend $400,000 or $800,000 on that, which I don't know if you guys gave them a budget to start with or not.
When we started that project, we really didn't, we
Just
said-
identified the
We
issues that we
identified the
felt were
issues.
there.
Josh
Yeah.
went through what
Yeah.
you'd
Right.
like to see change.
And then,
Which is, I guess, I think that's what you do, is kind of identify the issues, and we're kind of talking a quality of life thing versus, you know, public works type things, essentials, or safety type things, but quality of life things are your parks and your pools and the other things, but I don't know, I know it's money being spent now for a plan, but it's nice to have a plan, and
You
then,
also,
you
just
know.
if there's a grant that's available,
right,
we have the plan already done too. That's just, you know,
You're
'cause
ready to roll.
you're
that
ready
makes
to roll.
sense,
Yeah,
if you,
yeah.
if you
Yeah.
Yeah.
could
So
get it,
if things
you
are
could get it.
rolling around and
or if you have a
usually you get-
donor that comes forward that says, what do you need, or what do you think of doing
We
in
said, well, we have this
Holstein?
plan, this is what we
Yeah,
want.
you know, it's nice sometimes to just lay something out and say, what do you think about this, you know, and that's, you know, again, it's just visions and dreams, and yes, it costs some
Right,
money. I agree, but,
It's something just to be, we
Sure.
should
Okay.
be,
I think.
think
I-
about. you
I
know,
hope-
and-
yeah, no,
well, especially
I
when
agree.
I know we want, there's other projects coming up that you wanna do. It's like this building, we wanna do something with it. To me, I don't think you need an engineer involved with this. If you just wanna paint, replace the ceilings or whatever, you know, why spend the money to have an engineer come out to do that? Unless you're structurally changing things.
We are,
Which we are.
just
Mhm.
because of the electrical and the water in the back. We are changing things around a little and moving walls.
Well,
But, yep, I understand what you're saying.
I've done electrical work my whole life, I know everything about it.
Sure.
So you'll do it for nothing then?
I'd give some free, I'll tell you what, you could hire me a lot cheaper than you could hire an engineer,
Well,
you know, that.
I would write that down.
Yeah, I can charge out $200 an hour.
Good to know. Okay.
And then the next thing is the theater, we talked,
We
what,
did. So we talked about
I got
the
cut
theater.
off with you.
I didn't know if you hung up or.
No, I wasn't mad at you, I just,
I was like, okay, he's done talking.
the conversation's done.
So anyway, the theater is on there, and I was gonna ask you, when you approve the claims, this claim should be approved on the condition of the grant being
Now, does
approved.
every council member know what's going on with that?
Okay, so the State Theater has a Catalyst grant, which they have a contract with the city has a contract with Iowa Economic Development. They had finished off they did their first claim, they had 40,000 left, and the city puts in their 20,000 at that point. They finished everything except for the solar panels are not finished. They had some issue with the contractor for the solar panels. So I contacted Iowa Economic Development, and they said this would be considered substantially complete, and we could go ahead and submit the grant and get the payment for that grant so they could be paid. I threw it on the claims list. If it gets approved on Thursday or Friday, I think that's when they approve them, then we can hand over the check. And they're financially strapped is what the issue is.
What the full story is they paid this solar guy 35,000, was it 35,000?
Yes.
Up front,
Oh.
and the guy took them. So I don't know who's in charge over there.
We did have an economic development.
I think there needs to be something talked to them about that. That's really, there's a lot of crooks out there right now.
Yeah.
And they really gotta look out for, I mean, it's not their money, it's everybody's money, and they just threw that away.
Yeah, and they are their own nonprofit. They're in a contract with the city, but the city has no say over what they do. Because they're their own
Except
nonprofit.
we have some say now.
We've got some money in it,
Yeah,
the 20.
Yeah.
we got 20,000
Yeah,
there, so,
that we-
you know, they
Earmarked for them.
they need to open their eyes, because that was
Well, trust me,
really,
they feel really, really bad. They
I
feel
know,
very
but,
bad.
you know, you never pay contractors up front. And I've been in the contract, and Bloss has been in the business for a long time.
Yeah,
And then if a contractor's asking for that, there's something wrong.
so my understanding was that is solar panel practice, that is solar energy practice, that you pay up front for those panels.
I disagree with that.
Oh,
Okay.
that is what
That's
we
what they were
told.
told.
That's what they-
Yeah.
I mean, they did their due diligence, they did do references and stuff, and all the references that they got came back good.
I did a quick reference check on the guy, and the first thing that popped up said, this guy's a crook. He took me for $12,000. And I only spent 5 minutes on it.
Yeah. My understanding,
So
this
I-
is our understanding of the meeting was, he was reputable and things have turned south since January. That was our understanding of it. That's what we were told in the meeting.
Okay.
But as far as the city's contract with the theater, we will fulfill that.
I hope they get the grant, you know,
Yeah.
that'd be great.
Yeah.
But, you
Yeah.
know, it's just,
That's the whole
I'm just
idea.
telling them that they need to
Yeah.
Yeah.
be careful. You know, there's a lot of crooks out there
Yeah.
nowadays. Unfortunately, it's really,
Anything else, Mike?
no, that's
Okay.
all I have.
Then would you mind,
Leaving? Okay, kick me out of here.
Wait,
no, okay,
We
wait.
didn't finish our motion, right?
Oh, I thought we
make a
had.
motion.
Okay,
No,
okay. Terry
Kathy
made,
told you
I'll
not
make,
to.
I'll make the motion, yeah.
Terry made the motion. Who would like to second it, please?
I'll second.
Okay, Marcus, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay.
Okay, now I can leave.
Okay, thank you.
What do you remember?
Can I go?
No, you just go in there. Okay, so now I need a motion to, if you look over the agenda, the consent agenda, the minutes of the March 24th meeting.
No,
claims.
they're just making a motion on the King's contract.
We're just
Oh,
doing
just
the
on,
case, yeah.
I told you to help me through this, okay.
Okay.
Okay, so would like to make a motion on the King contract reclaim.
I'll move.
Okay, Steve, second please.
I'll second.
Marcus, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, so now he returns.
Yes, you can come back.
Okay, Mr. Johnson, you may return.
Can't hear anything over there.
Okay. Okay, so then we are moving on to what? The department reports, okay. Okay. the sheriff's report, that was all in your packet. And
I have something about, I think maybe we need to talk to Wade about, but we've seen a lot of scooters around town and kids not obeying the stop signs. It's kind of gotten unruly and something needs to be done. So I think it's a Wade problem, but
Yeah, it's all over the place now. I mean, I think Ida Grove has the same thing.
I do got
I hear a
something
lot
on
of
that. There was a police officer right next to a stop sign for one, like on the school route they were watching today. There was 2 of them. So at least today there was something out there.
Well, I think it's those electric.
the electric
Those
scooters,
tiny
that
Those things move.
Started,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, and they're so low to the ground, you can't see these little ones on there.
I know, and one of these kids is pulling wheelies and
Yeah.
almost ran into a
It's
car.
that too, yeah.
so I don't know if that's, we talked to Wade, is that what we should do?
We could maybe just check with some, can you, like League of Cities, can you go on the website or something and just kind of throw that question out, like if people are,
And actually, next Wednesday, I have
something
a
to-
meeting in Galva with, like, it's Ed Sohn, and then Wade Harriman with his police, sheriff's report.
Okay.
So I will also bring that up when I have that meeting.
I mean, I don't think we have an ordinance on them because they're kind of a new thing.
New thing,
really,
yeah.
But, I agree.
Should have the same rules
As
as
a-
a
Well, they should.
bicycle.
And they have to follow the rules of the vehicle.
Should they be old enough to drive them? I mean, should
I don't know.
See, I think that's the thing,
That's-
it's like the golf cart thing, they're supposed to be
be,
licensed,
Right.
but.
They
um,
don't.
I don't know, I mean, I just think it might be worth.
do you know anything, Josh, about this? Do you know anything about this?
See, I thought the rule on the golf carts was to the golf course and home. But I see a lot of people just driving around now.
Same with the SUVs.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's
Yeah.
side by sides,
I
it's-
know.
they
Think
don't,
about that too.
they don't enforce any of it. Although if you look at this, his report, it's warrant advised, there's very few ticket citations.
I know.
I know.
You know, I
It's a
mean,
lot of
it's,
stops.
my kids have said that they've seen the cops sitting out here on Main and a truck will blow right through it and they don't stop them. They don't do anything about it.
No.
So why sit there?
Mhm.
Kind of my point.
Yeah, I think they should issue a lot of tickets.
Absolutely. Get
Yeah,
their
I will-
attention.
I will-
That's right.
I'll make a note of that and bring that up next, and I think you're going to that, aren't you, too, Karen?
I am, and then I'm just wondering, I will send an email maybe and invite Wade to the next council meeting.
Not
If you,
like,
oh, warning, I'm
but-
gonna invite Wade to the
Think
next
they'd be
council
driving
meeting.
Trans
Yeah,
Ams
that'd be
and they
nice.
have
And
a lot
then
of
maybe
money.
address some of these issues.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, they actually need to.
Any other questions about Wade's report? Otherwise, we'll go to the mayor's report. This was my report for March 2026, March 2nd, stock water bills. The 9th, we had a personnel committee meeting. The 10th, city council meeting. The 16th, I attended a ribbon cutting for Rasmus Realty. The 19th, we had our nuisance meeting, and the 24th, another city council meeting. Public Works. Here it comes.
Oh, how's everyone doing?
Good.
That's good.
So sorry that I don't have like an actual paper copy. I've been kind of running around. But main things that are happening right now while going on with Lagoon, we are currently in discharge, which pretty much is what I'm doing. I'm opening up the southeast cell so Bedrock can come in and start building the actual Sager system there. And then once when that is completed, which he estimated about 5 months, so to get that rolling, then we will be able to start using it and being like more continuous flow. But right now, we'll be down to 1 lagoon of storage. So I've been talking to the DNR, working with them about how we probably will be discharging again in the future. And and they said that's okay as long as we meet certain requirements, have to do more testing, but that's more than all right. I mean, they'll work with us and that's what really matters because they know we're in construction and there's not much you can do besides that. Also, the guys and I, we went to Kingsley, take a tour of the Sager system that they have there, and theirs is the first Sager to pretty much be in Iowa. So we're taking a lot of what they have doing a little bit more upgrades, because, you know, it was 12 years ago, technology has changed, so that was really nice. And then I've been working with Tom from ISG, kind of asking him a bunch of questions, going through the blueprints, making sure I understand everything, and working with Tom from the DNR, and then Marcus from King Construction, to get all the ball rolling and make sure everything's going the way it needs to be going.
So you're discharging out of that, how long is it gonna be to get all the water
So,
out of it?
right now, it's kind of hard to tell, because usually we do both lagoons, like both cells on the south side, and that takes like 2 weeks, so I'm guessing about a week, and so far it's been 1 day, and we went about half a foot. So with the math of that, about 8 days of discharge is what I'm thinking. And then also,
And then he wants to start according to what?
cool, so,
Marcus was
so I
saying.
pretty much I told Bedrock to Tuesday or Wednesdays when they're gonna start coming in and then pumping the excess water over, because I can't get the lagoon to, you know, 0, it goes about 2 foot.
Right.
Then they gotta pump the rest over to the southwest lagoon, and then they can start building. Well, they technically gotta squeegee everything out and then start putting dirt there.
Yeah. Marcus is behind schedule.
What? So that is for the lagoon side, that is everything that's going on. I have been working also on just more day-to-day reporting to the DNR for water. We put in that new transfer pump that was going out, that went well. And just been kind of working on refining and kind of cataloging everything.
Very good. And thank you for taking down that flag on the corner.
Yeah,
Appreciate
no
that.
problem.
I ordered it,
Shreds of a flag.
I ordered it 3 weeks ago, and they said it would be here May 12th, the new flag, and it's coming from Indianapolis.
Okay.
So anyway,
Yeah, when it gets here, just let me know,
Okay.
and I can put it up, but.
yeah, appreciate that, thank you. Any other questions for Aid and how everything else is going?
This is the estimate that you got from,
Yeah, so,
what's your feelings on it?
so when I was talking to Corey from SCE, he still doesn't think we're gonna need anything, like any extras. Now, if you, from the research I was kind of doing and talking to him, if you're looking for like your best bang for buck or insurance, you probably wanna do the, just like the fabric laydown, which is about 9,000, a little over 9,000. And I got kind of the pros and cons of everything right here. If you guys would like to read through it, or if anyone wants a copy. What, everyone got one? So, pretty much,
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I looked it over.
Okay, all right.
so,
Did you get one?
No,
oh,
you have
sorry,
extra?
I can just steal off of
Okay,
theirs, don't
alright.
worry. No, it's okay.
Okay.
I got it. I got most memorized, but I just want to make sure I don't miss anything. So like we have 3 options: the woven, geotextile, the geogrid, and the geoweb. So the woven is pretty much a heavy-duty fabric placed between the ground and your rock. It's really good at separating, making sure that like the rock doesn't sink in and lose it. With what Corey was saying, with the way our ground is, he doesn't think we're gonna lose a lot of rock to soil mixing. He thinks it could be compacted well enough that there's not gonna be any real problem with that. If like you guys do think or are afraid of that, that is like the best insurance price per dollar, if that makes sense. If we, go like option 2 with the geogrid, this is more of like a plastic picture, like a flat layer of honeycomb, and it snaps into place and the rock kind of sits in it. And that's really good if you're on like an angle or a hill, so the rock doesn't slide down. But again, we're not really gonna be having that crazy of a slope where we'd have to worry about something like that. It's also really good if if you knew that there's gonna be heavy truck traffic 24/7, it would kind of help keep that Also, like, you know, if you're like in VT, but since we're only doing it during the winter time and during like this last winter and the one before that, we're not dumping a crazy amount that it would be tearing it up as much as something that would require this. And then your GeoWeb, this is like the Cadillac of everything. It is a very like, picture it of like a, I don't even know, like a very fibrous, plasticky, woven block, and they just lay that down, and that's really good for marshy areas. Because pretty much like another sub layer of soil pretty much to keep everything from not washing away and mixing. As you can see, it's also the most expensive, and I would think it'd be way overkill for something that we would do here.
So down by the corner of the creek, it doesn't get wet down there?
So like with all the rains and stuff we have, most of the wetness is more of when we have like we have indents in the ground and it pools there. So when I was talking to Corey, we would slope it correctly so it all just runs into the creek and not try to pool and then cause like a lot of erosion.
Sitting water.
Yeah, yeah, so he was gonna come back to me with the slope he thinks that we should go with, and I was gonna kinda go from there. But he doesn't think that we're gonna have much of water retention or anything.
So how's this gonna be with all the cars that park there in the summer for the ball diamonds? I mean, they'll all be, I mean.
No, this won't affect any of that. I mean, like, in the sense of,
Underneath.
yeah,
Oh.
They park on it.
They park on it,
They
yeah,
park
yeah.
on it,
Yeah, so
yeah.
picture
There's a rock on top of it.
yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's
On
like,
top of that,
if this is the dirt, this is what we're looking at right now.
Okay.
This is the rock. So
Okay.
they're gonna only see rock. You won't
Okay.
see anything else.
Okay, okay.
But,
But this SCE proposal, then it's like one of these is
yeah, well,
choice, because I see they
they,
just told
yeah, he told her that
It's
this
so it's just a
program.
total, total
Yeah, so I mean,
net form, okay,
in theory, if you wanted to do everything, you could.
okay.
But I don't see any use
Reason
for
to
that.
do that.
I mean,
Okay,
if you're
alright.
doing that, you're,
Yeah.
it's gonna last longer than like.
You just
Yeah,
look
Any
up
of us?
concrete.
well, no, concrete's still a lot more expensive.
Right.
But yes, it would, it'd be quite a bit.
So Eden, in your best opinion, do you think we should go with any of these, or do you think that we should just follow the contractors?
After Corey's very well-respected contractor, and after talking to him and the way he said he doesn't think he needs anything, and from the kind of research I can do, it doesn't look like there's a big, like, yes, we need something, but if you're like, I'm looking for an insurance policy, then, but that's more of how much are you willing to spend for the little risk, you know? That's why, like I was saying, I think option one, the fabric, is like your best bang for buck or insurance, but you're still spending, you know, another, what would that be, 6%? I mean, 1/6 of the whole project
Right.
just for the insurance. So that's kind of what you guys would want to decide. Because again, we're also, this isn't getting driven on 24/7. This isn't just a
Right.
gravel road that we're gonna be doing, or like a BT parking lot. This is for baseballs and then snow.
Sure.
But they're gonna compact it enough that 5 years down the road, we're not gonna lose all our rock.
According to what he says, yes.
Okay.
Now, if you want me to double verify that with him, just to make sure, and then,
You're gonna lose some.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You're
that's-
always gonna have to put some.
Some-
and you're gonna lose some just in us pushing up snow, which we can't.
Right.
So, I mean,
And then you gotta level it back.
and that's another reason why I really like the crushed concrete, because it's a little bit more abundant around here to try to get, so it's easier to replace. But there is, when it comes to like rock or anything like that, you're not gonna have 100% retention of keeping.
Right.
Every pebble left is not gonna be a pebble stayed, but, so we know there's gonna be upkeep with it, but for the price of what concrete would have been, I mean, we could do this quite a bit of times. Before you get to concrete.
So this is under the agenda later on to consider this proposal from SCE. So you have just given us like the background that we
Yes.
need.
Yeah, his quote doesn't have anything these, no fabric in it at all.
Like, what do you mean fabric?
The original quote never had any fabric in it at all.
No,
His
so,
was just rock.
yeah, his is
Compacting.
compacting, sloping,
Sloping,
and rock.
rock.
Yeah, with I forget what the original was, but you had like the sub-grade, which was like maybe 4 inch, and then like a 2 inch
Right,
with
yeah.
fillings or something, so. And the other nice thing about crushed concrete is it's supposed to, when it gets wet and sits for a while, it kind of locks with each other, which will help not want it to mix into the dirt as much.
Did he
That's
say
just
this
like-
fabric helped from weeds coming up through it or not?
I
Didn't
didn't,
he?
so for my research, it does, but it's kind of, I mean, look at like any landscaping fabric you use down, at the
It
end of the
still
day.
comes out.
they still- Yeah, because what happens is,
Yeah.
yes, and that's exactly what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, the wind blows the dirt
Yeah,
in.
so it kills everything on the bottom, but there's still enough there, because weeds, they'll go through
Come in.
concrete, they
They'll
don't
find
care,
it,
yeah.
Find a way.
They're the cockroaches of plants, so. What?
Okay. Well, we will discuss this, but thank you for the information that you've been doing. Is there anything else that you need to tell us that is happening?
Not, like,
Our little street thing, is that going okay?
oh, the surveyor?
Yeah.
Yes, from everything,
good?
yep, I talked to the guy, he said everything went well, and you should be getting a report. And
That's
after,
done?
from when I pulled him over, he said it's going well, I didn't ask him if it was
Okay.
completely finished.
Okay.
Well, I'm guessing the survey part is, but now the data collection and putting it all
Sure.
into,
All the
that
stuff,
probably
yeah.
takes a while.
Okay.
But I'm looking forward to that for just all
Mhm,
the information that
Yeah.
will provide.
Very good. Okay, anything else for Ada?
Sadie?
Okay, thank you very
Thanks,
much.
Amy.
Do I need, is there more stuff coming
No,
Yeah, I think you should stay.
Okay.
I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
All I got,
Kidding, I'm
I got the
kidding.
gym and a cat to go home to, so it's not like there's much.
No, the only thing really on the agenda going is the number 3 payment, so if there's no questions on that, Hayden could. Take off.
You can call me too if needed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Very good.
thank you.
Thank
No problem, well, you guys have a great night.
Thank you.
You too, Hayden.
Okay. Community center report. Josh?
Alright, it is that time of year for us. Busy, busy.
Yes.
Busy.
So as you guys talked about earlier, we started soccer games this last Saturday.
In the rain.
In the rain, it's gonna be cold and rainy on Saturdays for the next probably month and a half, but big deal.
Yep.
We had our coaches meeting last week, so we got all of our ball teams split up and starting practices this week. You drive by, Dale's got the field all ready for practices. We had 135 kids signed up this year,
Wow.
which is down from last year, but this year's 8th grade group, as 7th graders last year, is a big group. And most of them have all gone on to the high school level, so that's kind of why the numbers are down a little bit. But that gives us 6 girls teams and 6 boys teams. T-ball registrations that deadline just passed, so we're working on getting those teams organized and finding sponsors. They'll start practicing probably in May. They'll play their games on Sundays in June. And then we're still looking for a concession stands manager.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see
No luck
this
there.
on Facebook all the time.
Yeah, so we've had a couple people reach out. The one backed out, she just couldn't commit, and the other one, I reached out and I haven't heard anything back the second time around, so she just had some questions, I answered them, and she, I don't know if she was like that, nope, but, so, the search continues. So otherwise,
Good luck.
I'll have a sign-up sheet at city council meetings for the following weeks, and you guys can all sign up for whatever.
Well, the newest member, Steve and Mike, can go first. Grilled burgers, can't you, Mike?
Initiation, right?
Yeah, I can grill burgers. Thanks for volunteering me, Kathy.
Anytime.
We really appreciate it.
Well, it was kind of, when I first started, it was one of those things that we toyed around with. I know some communities have all the parents basically have to sign up and put a deposit down, and if they don't show or whatever, then we keep the deposit. And then we found
That's actually a
Tisha.
great idea. Gelder used to do
Yeah,
that.
they did.
I know.
I know Alta does that.
Yep.
But then we had such a great manager the last couple of years, thought, oh,
No.
it's sold, and we don't need to do that, and now kind of last minute we're scurrying, so it's too late to put that into place this year, but something we'll definitely be thinking about going forward. For the pool, Ashley's been continuing to get stuff ready for that. We decided to go ahead and open up the pool passes early and offer an online option, just to kind of prevent that Memorial Day weekend, just traffic,
Yeah.
people coming in, left and right, paying, misplacing stuff. So we've got that opened up now, and we're gonna just offer that Memorial Day discount from now until Memorial Day for basically an early bird price. It's not much, but it's a little bit. Planning on opening May 23rd, pending weather. I think last year we actually had cold, rainy for the first 2 or 3 days and didn't open up until after Memorial Day, but I think I mentioned in the last meeting, we hired Sophia Kelleher as the pool manager, and then Gabby Mason will be our head guard. And I think we're up to 25 now.
Fabulous. Wow.
Guards.
That is good.
That is wonderful.
So Ashley's working on trying to get them all certified and recertified. She is certified to teach some of that stuff. So that's what she'll be doing for the next month or so. I think I talked last time also about selling some equipment to make room for the new additions. We got a couple free pieces from YMCA, and then our treadmill. We got 2 new treadmills. They have been out of order for a long time, so we ended up selling an elliptical to make room for some of that and to offset that a little bit. We did meet was it last week? My weeks all blur together. With Tom and the engineers, and started working on a new layout for the remodel, since the old one is way over budget, and we need to do something that keeps the plumbing in line, the way
Yeah,
it's.
keep them in line, because those engineers go crazy.
As we're looking at stuff, there's not a whole lot of options when you really take into consideration of where the plumbing is and what we're gonna do, but, so that's where we're at there with the remodel. I did get a quote back from Sean for the cement work out in front of the wreck. I think that was around 5,300 for the cement.
It's in really bad shape out there, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
and
really
so
cracked.
to tear that up, put new down, and then to add a section for some bike racks and stuff like that off to the side. I don't know if you've been down there during the summer, but there's electric scooters and bikes
Yeah.
that are lined up all the way down, so we wanted another place to offset that. But with that, I guess the reason that we got that quote was because with the big overall remodel picture, we had that all in that. And so we decided, okay, we're gonna need to scale the remodel down, and we'll have to piece apart some of these other little things. So this is part of piecing out the front project, and making the front doors handicap accessible.
Good.
So I'm waiting for BB glass, maybe somebody else to come take a look at the options for the front entrance and making it handicap accessible. So we won't be able to go forward with any cement work until we have a plan for the electrical and how they want to do that. I don't know if that's something that you would be willing to come down and give your opinion on for the
On
electrical, on
Just the
handicap.
door open?
So we would probably need 2 posts or 2 handicap buttons.
Yeah, they're usually
and-
wireless,
They are,
yes.
because Carol Glass gave me the quote for just buttons, but said electrical would be something different that you'd have to run.
The electrical would be up on the door, and the buttons are wireless.
Okay, that's why they
So
didn't
that-
come up, they
otherwise
just,
yeah, it does get very expensive, because then you have to bust concrete up, which sounds like it will be busted up. But,
Anyway, yeah.
no, usually they're wireless, the buttons.
okay, that's good to know. And then I'm assuming the BB Glass, they should be coming down to take a peek and be a little bit more thorough than what Carol Glass gave me as far as, what to expect, what we need to do. And
You
if
just need
they
110.
don't mention wireless, I will definitely bring it up. And then, do you mind me calling you out of the blue sometime, saying, hey, can you come down like I
Yeah,
did the
I
other time?
don't care.
Okay. And then talking with Aiden about getting the water on at the park and the ball fields, it does sound like it might get cold again this weekend, so we're probably gonna wait until next week, see what it brings, but we're hoping to get the bathrooms and the ball field bathrooms up and going at the park and the ball field.
That is really exciting for that number of lifeguards.
I think we're roughly right in there last year too, I think
Yeah,
22,
I think
23,
that
somewhere
was
there.
right.
So some of the young kids think it's a great idea, or mom and dad have them sign up and then they don't really take that many hours, but yeah, it's a good foundation.
Yeah.
Good. Anything else for Josh? Okay, thank you very much, appreciate it.
Josh.
Thanks, Josh.
Okay, your library report. Emily has that on you. And
It's before me, so it's, yeah. Yep, it's right there.
okay, yeah. So I did attend the prohibition program, and there were about 12 of us that were there. She's getting ready for her summer reading program, so she's all getting all wound up for that, so,
I didn't know about the radon test.
yeah.
I think she's posted it on Facebook.
She's posted on Facebook, yeah.
I did not realize that.
Okay, the taxi, nuisance licenses and permits, and that's a new report with the taxi.
It is, it's new reports for the taxi, you have one for all licenses and permits and fines, and then you have one for, in-house nuisances and then our contracted nuisances. Just compiling, each department is putting together these reports and just compiling them.
I like that, because
Very nice.
everybody knows what's going on.
Mhm.
I like that a lot.
Yep, trying to keep everybody on the same page. And so, and also, I just, you know, we have quite a bit of in-house nuisance enforcement that happens that you know, you guys kind of need to be aware of. It's not all contracted nuisance abatement. We do a lot in-house for the lawn mowing, the weeds, the parking on the grass, things like that, so.
A lot of phone calls being made.
A lot of phone calls, a lot of door hangers, I mean, we do a lot of that in-house. And then just, we have the actual nuisance, the first page is the attorney's report on the nuisances and what is actually in litigation. And then the second one is what the nuisance committee is currently working on. That's as of last
Last time, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And the list is growing, gonna grow.
It's gonna grow a little,
A little, but
it's gonna grow.
it's sure,
Sure a lot better.
it's better than it was when we started.
So, yeah, and we've actually, I felt like today was special nuisance day. I had a lot of phone calls and stuff today, so. It was special. I think, mark your calendar, April 14th is special nuisance
I have been
day.
giving Kenny Niemeyer, I said, you need to show up more often at these meetings because you're good luck.
So any questions
It's
on
good they're
these?
calling though, I mean,
I-
maybe
I-
they're not happy about some
No.
things, but it's good they're calling.
And where they're
maybe
stopping by.
talking about,
Stopping
yeah,
by.
their situation and what the
And
plan is. you know.
ultimately, it costs them less and it will cost the city less.
Right.
If we can work with them,
Right,
so.
right.
Great.
Okay, any
Okay.
questions on these reports?
And your administrator report, that's all part of that.
Yeah, so my administrator report is the budget
The
and,
budget.
yeah, just update on the software. We're, paralleling time and attendance, we're having to work a few issues out, you know, as you onboard new software. Just the clocking in on computers is not feasible with 25 lifeguards or whoever's on staff, so we're looking at the mobile app, getting that going here in a couple weeks, so hopefully it's up by summer. And utility billing is, we're doing the configuration now, should be onboarded by June. Our cashiering, where we can go, you can go online and pay. Permits, fines, that'll be available on our website, I'm hoping that'll launch by June as well. So that's where we're kind of at, just some wrapping those things up, and then we are gonna be good to go, so.
Great. Great.
Yep, so that's where we're at in the software implementation. So if you look on your budget, you'll see that we have 3 months left of the budget. And we are right on track for every function that we have. Public safety's at 73. We just paid our last quarter of public safety to the sheriff's department. Public works is right on track. Again, we're all on track for all of them. Debt service will be up this month. We have our final debt payments that are due in June. So if you have any questions, I gave you the overall view of every function, and then I gave you the type view of every account that we have and where that budget is sitting. So we are right on track. We haven't had town event this year, which, yeah, and it always is, it's always an expense and a time-consuming thing that we do. So it's always nice when we do it. Your last page is your treasurer's report. You'll see where we're at. Total cash on hand is $3,730,246. This is as of the end of last month. We did have one tax payment, one larger tax payment in there. We have one more that has to be inputted. The wastewater project, you'll see it has a negative because usually our turnaround on that grant is 2 weeks. We pay the contract, then we have 2 weeks waiting for CDBG and SRF draw, NWTAFB grant. I get that acronym mixed up. But so other than that, we're just sailing right along, keeping kind of steady in the cash flow. Is any questions on the treasurer's report or the cash on hand?
Okay. And you want to just tell everybody quickly where you're going to be going this week?
Oh, I'm heading to the IMFOA, which is the Iowa Municipal Finance Officers Conference in Des Moines. So I will be out of office tomorrow afternoon. I probably will leave around noon and then be out with, Thursday and Friday to that.
Good.
Okay.
Can you share about the highway?
No,
No.
I'm not ready.
Not ready. Got it.
Not informed enough quite yet.
That's okay. Very good.
Okay.
Stay tuned.
The turnabout?
Yeah, around and out. Yeah, stay tuned.
Okay, so now we're going on to business. Or do you have anything for citizens forum? Anything?
No?
So business, okay, the first one is resolution 26-15, approving the bill of sale and shared use agreement between the city of Holstein and Ida County EMS for the sale of an A 1997 Ford Lifeline E350 ambulance.
Okay, so, the fire department and the county got together, and so they'll sell this truck to them for the $100 with the agreement, if something happens to our current ambulance, that's available for our use.
And they'll maintain it?
It's theirs,
Right, so
Yes.
they'll allow us to use it?
they'll
So-
allow us to use it if ours,
I was
something
just
goes
gonna
wrong
say,
with ours.
we need to
No.
make a deal for
I know,
this.
it was like, wow.
It's $100, but still, we need to make some kind of trade, and it sounded like they did that. so.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So would somebody like to approve resolution 26-15?
I'll make a motion.
And Marcus?
I'll second.
Marcus, okay, and Steve. And this is a roll call vote. So Bonnie,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
Marcus,
Yes.
Terry,
Yes.
Steve.
Yes.
Next item is resolution 26-16. And that is a resolution approving the ambulance service fee schedule. And you can see that it is all written out.
And I believe, yeah, you do have the recommendations from PCC. We're still in the middle of getting PCC up and running for the new ambulance billing. So you'll see that these were their recommendations to go with. And just kind of see what we're considered super rural. And so we get a little more.
Super duper.
And Medicare and Medicaid is, but there is this, where Medicaid, we're in the program where we will get what Medicaid won't allow. We will get the remainder of that through the program that we've signed up for. So these are recommendations. I know that last time, Mike, you asked if we could pass on some of the expenses. We cannot, we can only do the service fee, we did ask. We have to just do our service charge, and so we can't pass along
Those little.
those little fees.
Of course.
So when was the last time we did this? I just don't remember approving this.
Oh my
but
goodness.
Has it been a number of
It's
years?
been, I think it was 2013.
Okay.
Oh,
That's what's
Yeah.
coming into
With
my
these
head.
wow, way
rates.
before.
With the old rates, I feel like, and I'm not, I don't quote me on that.
No,
but
that's
it was-
okay.
It
Well, I
was
just
years
don't
ago,
think We've ever
yeah.
Yeah.
had that. Well, it's good, I feel. like we're
One
doing
that
it.
actually went down.
Yeah, I did notice that as well, that
And this is their
their recommendation.
recommendations,
Yeah.
and, cause didn't
Charge
charge for
any
any
less than for
which is-
Terry, because you're,
Advanced life support,
Okay.
so
and
that would
BLS?
be basic life support, so it just depends on how crucial the issue
Yes,
is,
yeah.
like if they're a cardiac arrest or
Okay,
just a basic transfer of oxygen, you know, so. And that's what kind of goes into their reporting for the billing, that they need to be able to see all of those things, you know, I don't know if it's coding, you know, that's
Yeah.
kind of what I think Julie's trying to
Yes.
help with.
So how is that going with all the old building stuff that
Um,
we're getting somewhere
you
with
know,
it?
no, and once we onboard this new one, we will be trying to recover
Yeah.
that, but,
No, I was just wondering.
yeah,
Probably.
it's,
Well,
we'll
Ron.
get, even
Yeah.
if it's 60 cents on the dollar or 40 cents on the dollar, it's some, you know, we're
Something.
hoping for something.
Yeah, yep,
But no guarantees on that. Moving forward, we're gonna sail.
Okay. So I need someone to approve resolution 26-16, approving the ambulance service fee schedule.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, Terry, second please.
Second.
Mike? Okay, this is a roll call vote, so Bonnie?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Marcus?
Yes.
Terry?
Yes.
Steve?
yes.
Next item, resolution 26-18. A resolution approving the Ida County Fire Rescue Mutual Aid Agreement.
I believe the last agreement was in the 80s. The mutual aid agreement. I believe that's what it was.
So it's
Haven't seen one of
probably
these before.
time.
Yeah.
So it's time to do another one.
The 80s was not that long ago.
Few short years.
Yeah,
ago.
Were you
I will-
born, Marcus?
I will second that.
Okay, so I need a motion to approve resolution 26-18, approving the Ida County Fire Rescue Mutual Aid Agreement.
I'll move.
Okay, Steve?
I'll second it.
Bonnie? Okay, roll call vote is Terry,
Yes.
Steve,
Yes,
Mike,
Yes.
Bonnie, Marcus.
Yes.
Okay, the next item is to consider the SCE proposal. So we heard from Aiden on this. So what is?
Right,
what-
yeah.
What was the total? Was it 65?
That
Was
was
it
what, for the whole
Um,
project.
for the whole project? Was 65, I think.
Yes, it was, yeah, because I put 70 in the budget, so it was 65, 68.
I think.
What
I think
do
we
you
ought to
think, Mike? If you-
Leave it as it is. Don't do it. but That's my opinion.
What does everybody else
And
think?
we're still in budget.
Yeah.
We're gonna go over it.
He seemed to think it was overkill, so. Aiden.
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel like we'd be missing a lot of it. If, oh boy, we didn't do this, and then, oh, there's some drainage, and it's like, oh, well, that's too bad. Just a,
which one are we talking about here? 2619?
No,
No.
just
Oh.
this,
That's
this,
the- this.
Okay,
the
okay.
SCE
The one that
proposal.
All right.
yeah, gave us this. So this was
Yeah,
his, you know, stuff
I
here,
think
but-
he's done his homework, and I think they've
I
kind of
think
come to
so,
the
too.
conclusion we don't need it and save the money.
So would somebody,
Oh,
we just do
no,
not,
yeah,
okay?
nothing
It's
for lack of
agreement,
motion.
lack of a motion, okay?
Good, very good.
Nice work. Okay, the next item, set public hearing for lots 30, 28, 27, 26. Block,
Go on, I'm sorry.
block 1 of the East Ridge addition.
Okay, so the last time, again, 2013 was a great year because we hadn't done a public hearing on these lots for sale since 2013. So the kind of just staying within the statute of limitations on this, we need to put them back out for public before they can be sold. Does that make sense to you? You guys made your subdivision, then you put the lots out. So on a yearly basis, we should be putting this up for public hearing so we can sell those lots for the 14.5 that you guys had agreed upon. This is really just procedural in this.
And these are all what's left on Benny
This is what's
Drive
left on Benny.
On the east side.
Because we just sold two, right?
We did, and we did a public hearing for those two.
For those
And
two,
then,
and that was approved.
and then how many's left?
There is this 30,
Four.
28, 27, and 26
Four.
are left.
Four left.
There are 4 left, we have some interest in one of them. So
Okay.
that's all this,
That's really exciting.
yeah, so that's all this is a
Okay,
procedure.
so we'll just, okay, so that just.
So that
procedure.
$10,000, that if they build that first year,
Uh-huh,
they get 10,000,
um,
is that?
five,
Five.
Yeah.
yeah.
They're 14.5, I think, on the east,
Mhm.
right? And then they get 5 back if they,
Mhm. Yeah.
if they build
And that
in
just
the
comes
first
from
year.
the city's money, from
Actually, it comes from TIF.
TIF?
So there's still some TIF on 5, so it comes from TIF. And then the remainder of that TIF balance is going for the storm sewer.
Okay.
Okay, the next item, I'm going to read a state, okay, oh,
I didn't give you
oh,
mine.
you, okay. I need a motion to set the public hearing for lots 30, 28, 27, and 26.
Do we have a date? Or are we just doing it
Yeah,
at the
set
meeting?
public hearing April 28th
April 28th.
April 28th.
at 5 o'clock, sorry.
Okay.
So that's the next meeting.
Our next meeting.
Okay,
Okay, perfect.
So moved.
okay, I'll
Alright.
second that.
Okay, does this need to be a roll call or can it be a voice vote? Okay, Terry seconded that, so all in favor say aye.
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 Okay, very good. Okay, I'm going to now read a statement. Before we begin discussion of the wastewater project, I need to address a conflict of interest matter. Council member Mike Johnson is the owner of Holstein Electric, which is serving as a subcontractor on the city's wastewater project. Under Iowa law and based on guidance from our city attorney, this creates a conflict of interest that requires council member Johnson to abstain from participating in any discussion or vote related to this project. Council member Johnson, pursuant to legal requirements, you must disclose this conflict of interest for the record, leave the room during all discussion of the wastewater project, abstain from voting on any matters related to the wastewater project, and return to the meeting after the project discussion concludes. So,
So I gotta,
would you please? Thank you. So Councilman Johnson has left, so we'll now proceed with wastewater project discussion.
Is payment number 3. Any questions on payment number 3?
And that is the 660?
No, that's the total
Total.
completed, but
Okay.
our payment request is
152.
152,285.
Okay.
Okay, so we'd like to approve resolution 2619.
Yeah, I'll make a motion.
Marcus?
I'll second.
Okay, Steve? Okay, this will be a roll call vote, so Terry,
Yes.
Steve,
Yes.
Bonnie,
Yes.
Marcus,
Yes.
and I do that, don't you?
And Mike's abstain.
Mike's
Abstain,
abstain.
yeah.
Okay, very good. Okay, Mike, you can come back in. Okay. Anything else we need to talk about?
No, just an update on that storm sewer as we mentioned it, so you'll set public hearing on the 28th, post the notice for the bids, you'll, the public bid letting will be May 20th. And then the
For
final.
Benning Drive,
Yeah, for
right?
this is for Benning Drive, yep.
What are they doing to it? It's not draining?
Well, there's
Yeah.
sump pumps all go out to the street, so
Right.
they're going to put those in their backyard. They're gonna
Yeah.
put some kind of pipe in the backyard and
Yeah.
reroute them back there,
Yeah.
so there won't be those ponds in the street.
Slime. Which
Slime.
turns into slime and.
Yeah.
A lot of small children on that street.
Well, and it's damaging to the road
I'm sure.
as well, so. Yep,
Okay.
There's a couple other streets that needs to happen to.
Yes,
too,
I
but
know.
that is
But-
true, and we,
Yeah.
and,
This is the newest street,
This is,
and
yeah.
well,
too bad
Highest
that they,
taxpayers, basically, right?
well, and we also
then
have the TIF,
Their
the
money
TIF
to
funds
use.
that
Yeah.
we have to use, so. But I think we discussed that the drainage issues need to be on the comprehensive
Yeah,
plan going forward, so.
so they're digging a line in the, on the
In the back.
back,
Mhm.
in the golf course?
No,
Or
it's-
on the-
No,
on
on
the-
their property,
Their
so we'll
property.
have to get easements for all of those. And then the resident will have to pipe into.
This pipe,
Yeah,
okay.
well, then they will have, the engineer will be here on the 28th and go over the entire project.
It must just be like super wet out there. Well, Holstein's kind of just wet, I
It
think,
would-
too,
yeah, a
but
little.
if they really,
Yeah, I can't, like, right now, it's very soggy,
mhm.
so.
Okay. Anything else for Tammy?
Nope,
What's the budget on that?
400,000.
400.
Yeah, 400,000 on that,
Wow, just for putting one pipe in?
yeah.
What's, you don't know about the size of the pipe?
no, they didn't say anything yet, did they?
I believe they went 6 or 8 inch.
It's on both sides of the street,
Yes.
right? So
Mhm.
we're
Right,
down
so
both,
that's
yeah, all the way down.
Probably
both sides,
a
yeah.
mile of pipe,
Oh, yeah.
or half a mile.
Yeah.
No, probably a mile, pretty close.
For on
Yeah.
both
Yeah,
sides.
it's a pretty long black.
But like I said, the engineer will be here and they will go over the whole plan and,
So is this something on the new, if we ever do another one, this is that they're gonna incorporate this plan into that?
well,
Is
it
that-
wasn't required when bending was put in, it is now required. They sued us for this.
Okay,
So,
it's a government
yes,
requirement now.
but it's not, we're not required to do this, we're just fixing the issue.
Right.
But going forward, yeah, when you guys expand that second edition,
Right, that
that'll
will
be
have
all
to be
part
done.
of it, yeah.
That'll all be taken care of right away.
Yeah.
Anything else for Tammy? Otherwise, I'm looking for someone to make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll make the motion.
Marcus, do I have a second?
Second.
Right? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Very good. Well, we learned a lot in Des Moines.
Oh, thank you.
Matt gone for the,
They're cruise,
oh,
yeah.
I guess,
He has family, right?
No children.
No children.
So
Guess
I'm
who has-
not on a cruise.
Guess who
You
has
watch
the
your kids
Yeah,
then?
for 10 days.
Oh gee,
Yeah,
10 days.
yeah.
10 days.
Yeah, I
Wow.
went to weightlifting at 6 and drove home from Sergeant Bluff at 9 last night from basketball. Yeah, so it was kind of a lot of.
Yeah, you'll be ready for a cruise.
I don't know, but.
At least you didn't have to drive out to Rapid City for wrestling.
No, I did not, I did not, so, yeah, it's kind
Crazy.
of wild, yeah, it is, but no.
It's crazy.
They're older, so it's, it's a lot easier, really. Well, busier, but,
Mhm.
overall, it's pretty.
Are we still on, Tammy?
Mm-hmm,
Okay.
I'm learning. It pops up, I'm confused.